How goes it, my YouTube comrades? So, in lieu of the soon-to-be-released Civilization Beyond Earth Rising Tide, I decided to get back into Beyond Earth a little bit. And so we're playing a couple games, just relaxing. I figured I'd share them with the world, because that's what I do. So, I did set up, I am playing as Polystralia, and this is our starting area. So, not much to be had here, really. We got 4 tiles to choose from, whoop-de-doo. And based on what's here, I'd say this is obviously the best tile. It's got coast, it's only got 1 production as opposed to everywhere else. And lock and load, baby. Lock and load. So the way I've set up the game, I have, I played on Gemini. I want to do something easy. I want to do quick because I didn't want to take up a ton of time. I took Lifeform Scanner as my trait, so obviously I can see where all the alien nests are. I also took, it also allows me to see where the Xenomass is, which is nice. I took the Pioneering Technology, as you can see here, and I took Artist, so I can get the extra culture, as you can see here. So, if these two are right next to my city, I would say immediately Harmony's probably going to end up being what I go for. Especially where there's even more support for it down here. So let's go explore down there without getting too close to those nests. I'm going to get up my Old Earth Relic. And the nests aren't horrendously close. So for now, I think I'm safe getting Chemistry. And then maybe Ecology after. But we'll see. So we're just going to explore for now. I haven't decided what victory I'm going for yet, or anything like that. It's obviously Gemini, so I'm not all that concerned. Looks like the ARC has landed. We'll grab this resource pod. 12 research. I don't want to get too close to those in case the aliens decide to bash me like this one's probably going to. So yeah, as I was saying, I don't want to get too, okay. That one's clear, so I think I can actually sneak in here and knock this one out. If I can knock both these nests out now, then I can plop a city right here, and that'll give me plenty of resources for a Harmony go-around. Franco-Iberia has landed. I can grab this nest. I don't want to get too close and get pegged over here on the 10 Xenomass. I am going to go Prosperity first, just to get my first city, and then I'll probably go towards Industry or Knowledge. And the Cavithan Protectorate has landed as well. So as we're playing, I might talk some about Rising Tide and what I'm hoping to see from it, but right now, let's, enjoy the game a little bit. Got my Old Earth Relic. We will grab a second Explorer, try to get some more Expedition modules rolling out. This is actually a really nice spot. The Xenomass, the fruit, the mushrooms, fungus, my bad. The big thing is going to be kind of getting rid of that nest, because a 10 Xenomass nest is probably going to be capable of being a pain in the nads. Well, if I sneak up here, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the nest, but we're going to see what happens. 30% outpost growth. If they don't jump back on it, then we'll be doing good. But I have a feeling this one's going to. Stations everywhere. Yep, they certainly did. Alright. I'm not overly worried about it just yet. I do want to use my Explorer to actually explore a little bit. Obviously going to take the extra culture. Our next Explorer will head up this way. We will grab our city. And we will work toward our trade depot. Now, assuming I steer clear of getting within 2 tiles of that Xenomass, or at least actually what I can do is use this Explorer as kind of a buffer to get the city where I want it to be. So if I interlock them here, The aliens will at least have to go through the Explorer first, which buys me probably a turn. There's a lot of floatstone over here, too. There's some fracks. I could go Purity and Harmony, Jesus. But I don't really prefer Harmony, so, you know. I mean, I don't prefer Purity. So, the African Union has landed. I'm not going to go here, because that will just lure the aliens a little closer. We'll go here first, and then we will bring the colonists a little closer. Let's grab this derelict settlement since it's right here. I'm hoping to find progenitor ruins, but we'll see if that happens. Right here is definitely my spot, I think, because I want both the 7 and 10 xenomass. I'll have him grab this, load back up, and then head back out to the east. Alright, it does want me to come down here, and I understand why. It does have that nice coastal access, which includes the petroleum well. The only thing I could really justify is maybe this tile, but if I move this down here, I'll move down here because at least that'll put me on the coast, and hopefully the bugs don't come in and take that colonist. That was probably could have been better played, but that's okay. The Slavic Federation has landed. People are landing pretty quickly here. Yeah, I understand the river thought, I guess. I mean, the one thing I do have to take into consideration is I don't need xenomass immediately. How many tiles away is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a long way from my city, but I'll probably end up putting another city in here somewhere. You know what, fuck it. At least this way, you know, the only thing I'm really missing by going that extra step is the fruit itself. But, you know, I've done dumber things. Like I said, we'll keep the soldier here for now. Actually, that nest cleared itself, alright. Or one of the other colonies managed to grab it. Alright, I think we're going to go down the production tree first. Derelict settlement did give us 30 culture. Alright, let's go back and reload this quickly. Trade depot is finished. I need a worker. I actually meant to build a worker before the trade depot, but hashtag Space Cadet. Definitely production on trade depots, that seems fairly obvious. I'm liking how this game is going, honestly. It's a pretty nice little area here. I don't want to get too close to that. We'll take 5 energy in the capital, just to kind of give us a base boost while we're early in the game. The Explorer has loaded back up. Apparently, I've decided to send this Explorer this way, so I will send my other Explorer that way. So I'm either, since I'm going Harmony, I'm either going to end up going Transcendence, Contact, or Domination. Now, when I play Domination, I like to disable the other victories, so that might wait. So I don't know which of the other two I'll pick. Either way, it's a Gemini game, so I'm not all that concerned about, you know, AI being that competitive. Contact is definitely the easier one. It's definitely the most overpowered one that there is. I mean, especially if you can get a progenitor ruin that gives you a piece of the contact victory, it really is a joke, to be honest. We'll get a clinic, that way we can get some health pumping, so that this second city doesn't overdo our health. Another landing. This one is Brasilia. Wonder if everyone's landed yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are missing the Pan-Asian Cooperative. 33 research is always nice. We will start working up these tiles here. There's an alien nest up there, so if I can avoid that. Keep searching around. There's another derelict settlement down there. But yeah, so Rising Tide is coming out, and I'm liking where it's looking to be going, to be perfectly honest. When the game first out, it obviously had hella mixed reviews. It was very much not praised well because it was pretty much a Civ 5 knockoff in a weird way. I don't know where I want to bring this guy. Let's see if I can sneak him down here. But it was very much like a lot of people referred to it as a Civilization 5 mod that wasn't worth the $50. And though I do enjoy this game for what it is, I do agree with what people's complaints were. I understand where they're coming from. And the creators even went on detail and said, we wanted to be a little more creative, but we were worried about, doing damage to the, we wanted to live up to the Civilization name, I guess, is what the best way to put it would be. So, the fans have even said, let's be a little more creative. This is your game. Don't be a bitch about it, for lack of a nicer term. So, I think they're taking a lot more liberty with the expansion. I do like a lot of the things they've talked about doing so far. They're not going to like me because I'm probably going to settle near them again, but yeah, I really like the idea of what they're going to be doing with the ocean combat. The hybrid affinities are really cool. I've always wanted to do like a harmony supremacy thing. No. And doing that without mods isn't, there's no benefit to doing it. It's more of a hindrance than anything. But they're actually adding hybrid affinity units and all this stuff. This guy's gonna die. That explorer's gonna get killed. Oh well. But so yeah, they're adding that. The diplomacy system is another big thing they're adding that I'm looking forward to. Seeing how that plays out. Hopefully they will fix some of the bigger problems of the game. Like, a good example would be the contact victory is very broken, and I think we all know that at this point. So hopefully they will do good with that. Recycle. Yeah, but hopefully they'll do good with, the things they're looking at doing. I am hopeful. I am looking forward to it. Ocean cities, hybrid affinities, diplomacy, la-di-da-di-da. And that's why I've started playing this again, because I'm looking forward to see what they're going to be doing. So that's my speech for today. I'm going to grab the chitin over here. Hopefully that siege worm doesn't decide to be a dick. It totally decided to be a dick. It was like, you know what, bro? I'm just going to step on your worker. I'm going to squish it. That was kind of my fault, though, I won't lie. And then he moves right back. He's like, nah, I really just wanted to kill your worker, you fuck. I want to get ecology. I want to get my ultrasonic fence up, not really to keep the aliens out, but more so that I can get the quest done and get free trade routes in my cities. Or, wow, that was wrong. Make it so the trade routes don't get killed by aliens. I don't know how one just transferred into the other. She did put a city right next to me, which is a little aggravating. I need to explore up here more, because I have a feeling that's where my expansion is going to have to happen, but I would like to get another city in here so that I can connect Jimboomba and Freeland. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. My, oh my, what a wonderful... I don't know how that goes. Alright, so... What did I say it was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Or 8 to 9 tiles away. Which is a little excessive. I prefer... to have my colonies from 4 to 6 tiles away from each other, because then, it's not really as big of a deal when you're playing Supremacy because the roads are free, but if I get another settlement in here somewhere, that'll be perfectly fine. I'm not a fan of this trait just because, not that it's bad, but if you go under a certain amount, it starts to kind of pile drive its way down. But I do need to get a little lower here. No, I guess it's not immediately necessary, so I guess we'll get partway down knowledge and then finish this out, because once I get more trade routes going, that will be a bit more beneficial, but for now, science is probably going to help me out a little more. Alright, that nest came back. Let's see if we can sneak this guy around. I don't think this thing's escaping. I was trying to do it as solid, but let's get this nest killed again. I need to clear that because I'm sure that's part of a quest. Oh yeah, dude, you're not going anywhere. You're gonna die. Sorry about that, man. Try to get this chitin without a siege worm, making my day sad. Old Earth Relic's done. We'll get its trade depot up. We will also buy a recycler to help it get done a little quicker. We got the 3 main ones. I usually like to get those 3 first, in some order. I'm gonna get physics next because I want to get some rangers ready. Franco-Iberia is right the hell here, so I can smell a war from a mile away. Yeah, the other explorer got killed. That's unfortunate. I swear to God, if they kill this worker, I'm gonna cry blood. They usually don't travel into your city without a reason. They're not mad at me, so I'm thinking it'll stay out of my way. And we'll probably get the other city over here somewhere, then I can just build a road there, or whatever's the least road consumption. And then we'll probably start expanding other cities to the north and to the west. Over in this area, we might get a couple. Let's go grab this crash satellite. I gotta actually have my explorer go into the capital to get a new expedition module first. And physics and our colonist will finish on the same turn, which is rather nice. Alright, the alien nest is gone here. I just cleared it, and this one's in our territory now, so I shouldn't have to worry about it again. And obviously, it does want a coastal city down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a really good spot. Alright, I like it. Let's do it. Alright, chitin's been grabbed. I need to really transverse this landmass here. I'm gonna regret it. I can smell it. We'll go this way. Like I said, I get, because the tile's right there, I can see there's no nests, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna get a couple more at least one other worker out. I'm gonna need more, but I also want to get some rangers out because this isn't Apollo like I'm used to, so I guess I don't need to be super jumpy like I normally would be, but old habits die hard, I guess. And it has been a long time since I've played this game, so assuming that I'm anywhere near as good at it as I used to be is probably a, famous last words type of situation. If it proves to be too easy, I'll go back up to, I think it's Soyuz in between this and Apollo, and then just back to Apollo. Normally when I play an Apollo game, though, I would always know what I wanted to go for before I started. So, this I'm kind of just freeballing. Alright, Jimboomba, you got your trade depot finished, okay. I do need to get trade convoys up and running, and there's not a ton of aliens around here. Ooh, alright, that satellite's gonna have to wait. That got my attention immediately. Progenitor ruins are the best things in the world. If you don't know this, let me lay down for you why these are beautiful things. First of all, worst case scenario, they give you an affinity. Okay, so that means worst case scenario, you will get an affinity out of these things. Let me just count something for a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, okay. I'm just trying to see which way has a shorter road path, which I think just going here and then out would be the best bet. Anywho, let me get this up so I can get that quest done. Progenitor ruins, not worst case scenario, you get an affinity level out of them, which is obviously a great thing. Best case scenario, it actually completes a piece of our contact victory. If it does, that significantly shortens the amount of time it's going to take to win a contact victory. And at that point, we can then beeline a contact victory and be done, because contact victories, especially with a progenitor ruin helping us out, are OP. There's no guarantee. I think it's like a 25% chance that will have something for the contact victory. But if it does, we will be doing good. Get a little farther down the knowledge tree. Or quite a ways farther down at some point. Engineering has finished. What quest do we have so far? That will build an expedition at the crash site. And they're going to want to join, we're not going to let them join, and then we're going to blow them up. I'm pretty sure that's how that quest works. I'm going to get planetary survey for now. I don't know how I got biochemistry. It must have been from a thingy. What are those called? A resource pod, which do aid our water tiles. But I'm going to get planetary survey so our workers can go out and get any water tiles, because our 3 current cities are coastal. Alright, we got the progenitor ruin. We'll wait for our turn to come in. We got a solar collector. Now, first thing I want to check is to see if it did. Contacts down here. 0 of 2 pieces complete. You can see it right there. So that progenitor ruin did not have one of the pieces we need. So that will not speed up our contact victory, but we still get a free affinity level, which we will put towards harmony. Upgrade our marines. 5 heal when not embarked, 15 when attacking. I don't know how aggressive I'm going to be, but I guess better to have and not need than to need and not have. But yeah, sometimes the progenitor ruin gives you one of those 2 pieces, in which case you're doing good, because the other way, you have to build the transcendental equation to get one, and you have to launch a deep space telescope to get the other. So doing both those things takes a little more time, whereas otherwise you just have to find you just have to build the transcendental equation otherwise, and that's literally right under computing. It's a Leaf technology, so and then you just build the beacon and have your way. We're going to go here, because this little city-state, not a city-state, but the station gives us more science, which if we do decide to go for a Transcendence victory, we're going to need a shitload of. Our health's a little low. We are at 6, and we only have 2 health, so we can have up to 6 health here. So why don't we get that's not what I wanted. Why don't we get a Pharmalab? That will end up giving us 3 health. We'll grab some health buildings here. Hopefully we get that ultrasonic fence quest sooner than later, because I'll feel much better about my trade convoys if they're not being attacked by aliens. Is there a nest around here? There's a good chunk of Firaxite, but there's a nest back here, but it doesn't look like... It looks like these aliens have just come a long-ass way. Unless there's a new nest. I don't know, as I'm sure this shows me where the nests were when it originally started. But if a new nest spawned on a piece of Xenomass down here, then there's a good chance it wouldn't tell me. Oh, did I ever get that satellite? No, I didn't. I'm a freaking moron. That's okay. I'll build another explorer. Alright, we're going for Harmony. So we'll get Alien Biology for just a quick Harmony point. I've never understood this. Why would miasmic repulsors be under a Harmony tech? Now, obviously, I'm sure there's some stupid reason for it, but when you think about what Harmony's meant for, it just seems a little silly. Obviously, you get the miasmic emitters later on in the game. And it makes Harmony a very, very effective defensive. I do like to play Harmony in a lot of domination games. If I don't play Supremacy, Supremacy does have the teleporting, which is oh so useful. That will give Worker Miasma immunity. So I don't even need to use the miasmic repulsors all that much. Only my units will be affected by them, and they're usually in the cities anyway. We have 7 energy per turn. Let me get another worker. We do need more workers. A lot of people are probably bitching at me in the comments about not immediately filling out my trade routes. I'm gonna do that after. I always paranoid that I'm always paranoid they're gonna get wrecked. I should probably get over it. But you know, I'm a pansy. Oh, I hate sniffles. I would like to put my next city out here somewhere, but I do need a better idea of what's out here other than fucking desert everywhere. Oh, there's a resource pod up there. I guess I'll have to get that after. Alright, this place is at 6-2, so let's get that Pharma Lab going. And I am going to want to get a Ranger down here. Alright, I got another worker. Excuse me while I yawn. Let me get the Ranger that I am going to want as defense for Jim Boomba down here. We'll get a mine up here. +1 production from Cyto Nurseries, why not? I'm not going to be building a ton of units, so having the extra unit speed production is not overly concerning. Is that the word I'm looking for? I think so. Alright, we got our gunner, so we're going to move him down here. And then we're going to start getting these trade convoys up and running. Let me grab this resource pod first. I don't want to lose that to one of the enemies. Jesus, they're already starting to wage war. Come on. I really don't. I could have waged war, because sometimes they'll just give you a free city after a while to break free. The only ones I don't really want to wage war on, I would say, is mainly just Franco-Iberia. This entire part of the and maybe KP. Reverse the polarity. There we go. That makes me feel better. So now our trade routes will not be destroyed by aliens. Oh, speaking of that, the nest popped back up down there. I'm going to head that way. I'm going to buy this tile, because I believe that will prevent another nest from spawning. Okay, its trade convoy did survive, so we'll grab a clinic. Grab this resource pod, which just gave us a new... Okay. Oh, there's another crash satellite over here. Sweet. Alright. I'll put you under the soldier just in case that alien decides to be an asshole. Sure, 5 heal when not embarked. And this one just came up. We'll get the old Earth relic. We can buy the recycler right away. Boost its production. And we don't have any new quests, so we'll just go for computing. Actually, why don't we get alien sciences first? The Xeno nursery will give us a good chunk of science. I guess either one could really. Some people will probably bitch and say I should get my spies up earlier, but big deal. Alright, I have my Marine move up a little bit. I'm going to have my worker heal up first. And my guy's out of expedition modules. That is necessary, oddly enough. See, this is what happens when you play a Civ game when you're tired. You miss a few key details. Alright. I'm going to attack. I'm going to get rid of that nest. Generate some extra science. The mine is done. I'll have him build the road to Jimboomba, and then I will have this one work on this fruit. This will also allow me to get the Xenomass well, which I kind of want to get up and running. Now, I never like this, 4 and 2, that's just stupid. This is a really small boost, but at least it's 2 science per turn. And I gotta produce 2 more anyway, so. I have no interest in going to war with anybody, believe me, bro. If you do have any questions about why I'm making certain decisions, let me know. They may not always be the correct decisions because, like I said, it has been a while since I've played this game, but I can at least give you my logic behind making decisions the way I do. You know, like I said, it's been close to a year since I've played this game. Well, not a year because it hasn't even been out a year, but, last December, January when I played a lot of my games, I did, in fact, play on Apollo a lot, but to assume that I'm as good as I was then probably wouldn't be good on my part. Probably get wrecked. I'm still adapting to any, patches that have come along. Anyway, though, we're going to get this road to Jimboomba up and running. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it really wouldn't have mattered. Alright, the Explorer's locked and loaded again. Another progenitor ruin, Jesus Christ. Well, I'm going for that first because I don't want any of the others getting it. Definitely not either of those. We'll trade here because that gives Freeland a lot of production. Alright, the fiber is done, or tubers. Since it's mostly desert, I think I'm going to get generators up and running. And then we will plop this in. Alright, I am the first one to make it to the ruins. Get a trade depot up and running next.
Le commerce fonctionne.
I don't really feel like giving them favors right now. I know there's a tactic to doing it a good way, but I don't, it's been a while. So, I'll trade with my own city. Get this progenitor ruin up and running. Now, before this episode ends, I do want to see what comes out of that progenitor ruin. Health from Pharma Labs is big. We will grab a thorium reactor, just so we have more money if we need it.
Le commerce fonctionne quand on comprend l'autre.
I always, I don't know why I have such a thing against open borders, but I always feel like they're going to walk through my territory and settle somewhere that I'm going to be pissed about. I think that's something from Civ 4, a fetish I had from back then, dealing with that I think I need to kind of get rid of. We will get the laboratory up and running. And I want to see what comes out of this progenitor ruin.
Le commerce fonctionne quand on comprend l'autre.
I don't mind declarations of friendship, though. Grab those. Oh, we did just get something here. Ancient tomb discovered. So this is a quest thing. So I assume it did not affect this. Maybe it will. Send a military unit into the uncovered tomb. Well, I'm not gonna... I'll probably end the episode here after this turn, but we'll see where that tomb leads to. Extra science from laboratories. I'm going to keep this guy here because I don't want anyone else coming in and taking my glory. I don't even know if they can, but rather safe than sorry. We'll grab computing. And I think we're doing pretty good so far. Not going to lie.